All right. Hey, everyone. Next episode, we'll have intro music, but this episode, we don't. So here's the awkward intro. Welcome. Great. That was awesome. Welcome to Intentionally Left Blank, episode 4. We got our usual cast of characters going on. We got my co-host, Frankie. What's up?
What's up, everybody? Living free. I don't know.
Yeah, just roll with it. It's fine. From also California, aka the best state in the union, California, EDC.
Whoop whoop. What's up?
California knows how to party. I believe those are the words of the great Tupac.
Yep.
And then from the Keystone State, the Slim Cowboy. What's up?
Hey y'all, thanks for the invite, and I just noticed I'm drastically outnumbered here. I'm the only one that's not in California.
Frankie's not in California.
Oh, I thought you said everybody was from California.
No, just me.
No, just
and
the best people.
California. Oh. Yeah.
I have
Just-
been to California.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, California is amazing. Anyway, so how is everybody? It's been like a week or two since our last show, and I don't know. What's been going on since then? Anything cool?
Weather's been pretty weird. We went from really nice 70, 80 down to it's in the 40s right now.
And it's spring.
And it's
So that's-
spring.
But somebody
Yeah.
should tell the weather that.
Yeah, I don't think the weather got the memo that, hey, we're supposed to be 70, 80 and not 40, but I think it's eventually going to figure it out. And it'll go.
Whoa. Maybe not 80.
80's okay. That's like
85
swimming
right
weather.
now.
Yeah, it was hot today here too. Well, hot-ish.
I like 80 because, especially like you can wear shorts, short sleeve shirt, flip flops, and just that's all you have to wear, and you're good. And you can. It's warm enough that if you go to a pool or something, the water's not cold, and it's pretty nice. 70, it's nice, but you can't really go swimming or anything because it's still a bit cold.
If you have a heated pool, you can though.
Yeah, and I don't know what those are.
Well, pool life. One day you'll live the pool life. But all right, so why don't we just dig into the show? So last episode we talked about, what did we talk about? Trade shows. We talked about NRA and SHOT Show kind of, and Frankie went to NRA. And
Yay!
you had a lovely time, right?
Yes, it was amazingly weird. No, I'm just
Any highlights you want to share?
Really enjoyed the Glock booth. Had a guy spend a little extra time with me teaching me how to I can't think of the word, how to rack a slide. And I know that sounds really funny, but there are some guns that I always had issues with because I'm not strong enough. And people have told me, do this, do the, what is it, the press and pull, all that kind of stuff that's supposed to work. Never did. This guy showed me a trick that has worked on every single gun I have had issues racking, except for the Smith & Wesson that my husband has, which I'm told is hard to do anyways. It's so you just hold the gun straight out in front of you, and you hold the slide with your left hand, and you push with all of your right. Pretty simple sounding, but it works.
Oh, so you're racking. So you're holding the slide with your left, but you're actually doing the racking motion with your right hand.
Yep.
Like you're pushing. That's an interesting. I'll have to remember that because I know a few people that have issues with their hands, and that's a good tip to try.
And it also sucks when you're actually, your hand slips off the slide and you actually punch yourself in the face because you're pulling backwards.
Does that happen often?
It happened once.
To you?
I plead the fifth.
All right. Oh, I
It was in
noticed
the
you got
beginning.
a new car there.
You like that?
Yeah, totally suits you.
Yes, that's a cute little car.
That's what they call a P magnet.
I was just thinking, like what's his name? Chris Farley. Fat guy in a little car.
Instead of coat. All right, so back to the NRA thing, because so the slide racking thing, that's pretty cool, and actually that could probably help a lot of people.
I hope that it does. I am very, very willing to share.
Are you gonna do a video on that?
I probably will.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna attach it to my review of my Black Hawk holster that I won during the NRA show.
Oh wait, what? You won something? Tell us.
I actually won some. So, short story, I saw a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, I saw a handful of people from gun channels, and I would ask them randomly, did you sign up to win this? Did you sign up to win that? Nobody wants to sign up for anything, which I don't get. Okay, you're there on media and stuff like that. You're working the booths and what. I get that. But why on earth would you not try and win something? Like, I don't get that. But I signed up to win a whole bunch of shit, and I actually won a holster. So now I have to get the gun to go into the holster. So might be buying another gun here soon. Possibly Glock, since they won my loyalty.
Oh, nice. So what Glock do you have one in mind? Are you
The
hard?
The new 43X, I believe it's called.
Oh, killing me. I want that one, but it's off roster here.
Yeah. That was actually the gun the guy was doing some tricks on. I will do a review. There will be.
I want to see it because I totally want one, but they're like 1,000 to 1,500 here if you can find them. So it makes it sad. But yeah, those look like a cool gun, and you should totally get one. I can't wait to hear what you think about it.
Yep. Got to get this holster thing up there too. So there's stuff coming. So check out my channel here in the next couple of weeks.
All right, so we'll look out for that. And then we also spoke of road trips, and you went on your road trip. I'm going to go on a road trip at some point, hopefully this month or next month. Slim, going on a road trip?
Maybe this summer. I haven't quite figured out yet. Might do a beach trip.
Ugh, fake beach. All right. Dave, what about you? Road trip?
Next month.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I know where you're going.
To Washington.
Yeah. How long is that going to take you to drive there?
GPS says it should be about hold on a second, my idiot coworker's honking. It should be within 12 hours or so. Depends.
No, it's not too bad of a drive. Well, hopefully everyone has a good summer road trip thing going on, but who knows? All right, so our first segment is something that I think everybody identifies with. And I want to talk about it because you see all this like bullshit on social media, and then there's like, things you actually see. So EDC. The last, so the last like 5 years, I would say, you've really seen kind of a resurrection of the EDC culture in that people are like, remember the hand dump thing that was super popular? Some people are carrying like some crazy stuff with them. So realistically, what is your EDC? Like your most constant EDC? So Slim, let's start with you.
Usually for me, it depends upon the day. Like if I'm just going out somewhere, usually I'll have, I'm actually in the process of switching, so I'll give my old EDC. I would just carry my Smith 69. If it's wintertime, I'm carrying a shoulder rig, 2 spare speed loaders. pocket knife, keys, wallet, maybe sunglasses, and that's usually about it. I didn't go too crazy, and then sometimes I would have a backup gun, but I never went too crazy. But in the summertime, I usually just switch over to a belt holster, and then maybe I don't always carry a backup gun. But I generally try and keep it kind of light, just because I can't stand people that rattle as they walk around. So I try to keep it light.
So you just leave the house with like a gun and some bullets, and then you're good.
Gun, bullet, wallet, and phone. Well, phone and keys. I don't have my EDC trench mace or anything like that, like some people.
Right? Well, I mean, you could set that game up.
Yeah, I know. I should probably. I'm working on it, but the EDC Pocket M4 Sherman is on back order.
Here's my question, and maybe other people's questions in regards to carrying or EDCing a revolver. So, like most everyone I know, they have their pistol, the mag in the pistol, and then they probably have a spare mag. So you said you have two speed loaders, so you just have like, two speed loaders in your pocket. So what do? Just carry like a box of bullets?
No,
Or
for my revolver.
you're just done on those two speed loaders?
So usually what I'll do, there's two primary ways to carry reloads for a revolver. You've got your speed loader and your speed strip. Speed loader is a circular thing you see in all the competition. Speed strip is just a rubber strip of bullets.
Right.
Generally, like if I'm carrying my a small gun, I will carry a speed strip because they're flat. You can put them in your back pocket. Like if I'm just running down to the store, I might stick my J frame in my pocket, put two speed strips in my back pocket, and out the door I go. Speed loaders are faster, but they're bulkier. So if I'm carrying a larger gun, I'll either carry, like when I'm wearing a shoulder rig, I'll have gun on my left side, two speed loaders and pouches on my right side, and it kind of balances itself out. Whereas if I'm carrying during the summertime on my belt, certain companies make them, but I actually made my own. It's like a pouch that goes around my belt. So the speed loader actually hooks onto my belt, and then there's a pouch that goes around that and then holds them on my belt. So it's kind of would be like drawing a mag where you just unsnap the snap and draw the speed loader. But I don't know. Generally, I don't ever carry loose bullets after that. I'm kind of the mindset that if I've got to reload three times or two times or whatever, and I still am in trouble, it's time to get out of there because clearly I'm in too much trouble.
Yep, that's a good point, I guess. I don't know, I just wondered, like, do revolver people have a box of bullets? I guess not.
I have heard of some people. The one premise where I've heard of people doing that, one situation I should say that people do that, is like the old mentality of like say you've shot one or two and you want to reload, like you've got that moment to reload. People would carry loose bullets in their pocket so they could pop the cylinder open, eject the two spent casings, and then put in two extras. But generally, if you're reloading, like doing a full reload, uh, no. But I've had heard of people that will do that. They'll carry
That would be
a few.
very hard to do under pressure.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do and to know that you've got the time where you could. You don't necessarily need a full reload, but you've got the time to open the cylinder, pull out the spent, and then try and do a swap. Usually, if you've got that much time, it's time to get out of there. But that was popular with police officers when they still were issued revolvers.
That's a secret to EDC revolver right there for everyone who's listening. All like 5 people. All right, Frankie, what about you? What do you EDC?
Keys, wallet. I never carry any cash on me just in case my wallet does get stolen. I can cancel credit cards. They don't get my cash. I do carry a flashlight with me I do occasionally have a pen with a pointy end on it. Of course, my
Like
3
a stabby?
yeah,
Okay.
I guess you would call it a tactical pen.
But it's made to like
Um,
stab people with?
yes.
Okay. That's
Um,
awesome.
I do have a newer bracelet that has a blade in it that's very accessible if I get grabbed and I can't get to my gun right away. Um, let's see. I'm working on a med bag. So like I have splints and tourniquets and eye wash along with some bandages stuff. So I guess like a first aid kit type thing, but I'm still building that. That's actually in my backpack that's in my Jeep. So as far as everyday carry, it's with me everywhere I go. So I think that still counts.
Oh yeah, for sure. Totally counts.
And did I say I carry a flashlight?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, then that's it for me.
What kind of flashlight do you carry?
It's just a really bright flashlight. I don't really think it's like a brand, but it'll blind you.
So,
I promise.
Dave, what about you? What's your EDC? Leave the adult toys out of it.
Damn it. Well, night, I don't carry anything then.
That's it? You're tapped out now? Nothing's
No, every day, always, at least I carry my shield or my Glock. Always an extra mag, always. That's normally, it's not flopping around loose in my pocket, not on my belt. I use a Neo mag to actually hold on to it. Then always a pocket knife. Normally something quick deploy, like a spring assisted. Flashlight, of course, wallet, cell phone, watch. Always gonna know what time it is. And I do keep a IFAK kit in my trunk, so that would be one. And normally when I'm in the office, when I can't carry in my office because, well, even though we have a pro 2A sheriff in this area, he puts stipulations on can't carry at work unless you get your boss's approval, and my boss won't approve of it, even though he carries in the office.
That sucks.
Yep. And so I normally just keep a shank with me, it's like it's made by Vato Tactical. It's basically a shank, a shiv, just in case shit hits the fan there. And at least I got something to get me out to my vehicle.
So it's like a tactical shank?
Not really. It actually looks like a pin, like a big pin filled with epoxy that was actually sharpened down. So it's basically kind of a one-time use. Just leave it there and get running.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
Sounds like it would do the job.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm kind of into that now.
At least once.
Yep.
Probably all you need.
Excellent. One and done. All right, so for me, my like realistic carry is probably like keys, and on my keys I have a Leatherman, like a tiny Leatherman, and I actually use that thing all the time. Like that thing is super amazing. I think it's called a squirt. Anyway, it's super small. A tiny flashlight, which I got from Dave. Which actually, that's how I see if there's like crazy people by the dumpster or not, is I use that. And then usually some sort of a pocket knife, mostly when I remember. I also have it like waiting here, and sometimes I take it, sometimes I don't. But yeah, phone, wallet. It's pretty much me.
Now, what kind of?
Oh, in my car, I have like. So Dead Horse told me once, he's like, okay, you gotta have a pair of gloves in your car. So since he had like all these good reasons, but anyway, I got a pair of mechanics gloves. So I have those in my car. I have like a glow stick, a flashlight in there, a couple tourniquets, and some other like med stuff.
good thing to have. Now, what kind of flashlight do you have?
In my car?
In like on your person, like
Oh, it's like a tiny O light. It takes, well, the one I carry most often is like a triple A O light. I don't know.
I'm actually carrying the same one. It's the Olight i3T EOS.
Yeah, so it's thin, and if like it does different brightnesses. One's like a low one, and one's a higher one. But it's super small, and you can like stick it in your pocket, you forget it's there. And I also have one of those SR baton.
oh yeah, I forgot to mention I carry a flashlight, but yeah, I think you're SR1 Baton too.
Yeah, I have that, but I don't use that one as often as the other one because the other one's like, while the baton is small, it's like small and thick, and I find the other one is like easier to like. It's
Well,
just
I don't like where the button is on it. If you want to actually hold the flashlight and your gun at the same time, it's kind of hard to manipulate the light by having to hold it at the tip versus, right below the light itself.
the baton one.
Yeah, the baton because the
Oh yeah, the
it's up
little
there by the
button.
pocket. It's up there by the pocket clip. The button is, and like the little one I carry has basically on the battery and it's a push button switch at the tip of it.
Yeah, you're right. That baton one, the button's like kind of hard to like. You got to like look for it.
Right.
It's like not like a quick like the small one. You can just like I know how to turn that thing on. I don't gotta fiddle with it.
Yeah,
And the baton's cool because it's like so bright, and what all those modes and whatever. But yeah, what's it called? The i30,
i3T.
i3T. That one way better.
Yeah, it's got basically two modes: low and high.
Low and yo, bro.
Yep. The
Yeah.
other one's got candlelight. It's got low, high, or low, medium, high, strobe, and you got to sit there and fiddle with it just to get it back on high again.
yeah, and then the baton's got the 1,000 lumen holy hell. Don't point it at anybody or they'll
burn your retinas.
Yeah,
But even that, you know what? Even that drains your battery in like 2 seconds.
yeah.
And then when you switch it on, it'll be like a second of the bright, and then it dims down again.
Yeah.
Because your battery.
For sure, they overheat way too fast. I have the S2R, and it's nice. Believe me, the light lasts a long time. I'll use it working underneath the hood of the car because it's got the magnet on it. You just throw it up on the hood and just use it. But for EDC purposes, it's just not for me.
The thing I like about Olight is the fact that you don't have to take the battery out to recharge it. I don't like the fact that the button's on the side, but I like that the base of it's magnetic and I can just slap the charger on it and charge it. That is nice.
I like the new little L brackets they have now.
Oh, like
the charge thing?
Yeah, it's like a little L bracket. You can mount it anywhere, and you just basically throw your light up to it, and it'll hold it. So you can like easy removal. You don't have to worry about fighting with the base, because it's magnet. You got to sit there and pull the base off. This just stays there.
That's a nice thing. I might have to look at that.
Yeah, and it lasts a long time too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's some EDC flashlights. Olight is not paying us, but it sounds.
Wish they would. Kind of like Ivy 8888.
Oh yeah, you could be the new Not Berry. That'll be your new role. All right, so what else we got here? Oh, so the This Day in History thing. I was looking for one today, and I couldn't find one that was cool. Because I like to pick something that, I'm selfish, so it's something that I think is cool. And I didn't find anything, and then I found one that I was like, oh, damn. So today's This Day in History, and I don't know what year because I didn't write this down, but Richie Valens was born this day in Pacoima. So if you guys know who Richie Valens is, oh my God, does nobody?
Might need a memory refresh.
La Bamba.
Yeah, La Bamba.
The dance?
Los Lobos, was it? No.
Los Lobos covered it, but yeah, he was a Mexican American. He was a kid from the Valley, just like me, and he was a pretty big artist, and then he
Except for the
died.
Mexican American part.
What?
Except for the Mexican American part.
Oh yeah, that's not like me, but that's Frankie.
Yay!
What?
I'm just celebrating.
Yeah, we're celebrating. I mean, so yeah, he was super cool and pretty talented. And yeah, he's buried at the cemetery at the Mission, which is probably like, I don't know, 5 miles from where I am right now. And I've totally seen his grave, and it's awesome. Not awesome that he died, but yeah, that's awesome. And
Or how he died.
yeah, how he died was he was in a plane crash with the Big Bopper
Buddy Holly.
and Buddy Holly. Wasn't someone else there too? I think it was just the three of them. Or it was like their producer or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Clear Lake, Idaho or Iowa? I think Iowa.
It's kind of weird because you know what? Today up in Alaska, some people are out on a excursion on a Alaskan cruise. They were taking the pontoon boats out somewhere, and 2 of them wrecked. To the pontoon planes, they crashed midair. 5 people died.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that sucks.
That's
Well,
terrible.
yeah, that's terrible. Way to bring the show down, dude.
Sorry, you know.
Anyway, that was
with me and my attitude. I'm just trying to figure out how you go on a cruise and you die in a plane crash.
yeah, that's true. You do have a point. But anyway, that was the day the music died. But I guess today was the day that one of the musics was born. And Buddy Holly, or not Buddy Holly, Richie Valens. So yeah, listen to some Richie Valens today. That was our thing. All right, and then our next little segment is do a screen share here, unless I lost it. I probably lost it. I think I lost it.
You lost your screen share?
I lost the window. No, I didn't lose it. I just found it. Okay, so these have been coming up for a long time, but they're actually almost here now. We should have these in like a week. But the first patch for the show, I'm not sure what we're going to do with them yet. Definitely Gary's getting one because he won 2 giveaways. So he's getting a patch. And the special thing about this patch is, bam, what's that? It's glowing.
That is totally awesome.
Yeah, so it pretty much all of this glows. And
I believe the phrase I used was badass.
yeah, I think it was. I believe it was. Oh yeah, there it is. Badass. So yeah, if you're interested in getting an intentionally left blank patch, follow us on Instagram. We might have I don't know, some giveaways there, some information on how to get one. But there's not many of them for the first run, so yeah.
Get them while you can.
Get them while you can. All right, so our next little I don't know, segment or whatever, pocket knives. This is kind of related to EDC. And
I'm still jealous of Cowboy's package opening the other day.
What?
Cowboy's package opening he did on Instagram the other day.
Who's Cowboy?
Sling Cowboy.
What package did you open?
I don't know. What did I open?
Was it the orange? Was it the orange patch? California patch?
Oh no, I think that was who was that?
What are you
It was
talking
somebody else, and you commented on it.
I might have commented on something, but I haven't opened a package in a while.
What are you talking about?
Oh, somebody got the California the Never Forget patch. I'm still waiting on mine.
I think that was G.
That might. I know G Webs did it.
The orange one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was G. I saw
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Was it G?
Webs. That was G Webs.
Oh shit, no, my bad.
I have a
thought
black one.
Yeah, those orange ones, those are very limited. And yeah, not many people have those ones. So G-Web's got one, and he did. Are we calling it an unboxing? A mail call
Okay, then it was him
Look,
then.
he tore it open with a
with an axe?
yeah.
Yep, that would be it.
He went at that thing pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Actually, I got a package from G-Webs today. I got to open it, but I'm excited to find out what's in it. But yeah, the what they're talking about is the California magazine patch, the Never Forget. And I did a very, 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 very limited run of like 5 or 6 in an orange color scheme. And yeah, sent those out to a couple people. You still waiting for yours, Dave?
Yep, still waiting for mine. I just wondering if I'm special enough.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, so pocket knives. What do we think about pocket knives? I mean, so I kind of have right now my biggest pocket knife boner is those Microtechs. You know which ones I mean? Those shooty ones. What are they called?
The auto opening out the front.
Yeah, out the front.
Out the front, yeah.
Those things, I mean,
They're pretty cool.
$300, but God, beautiful. What do you guys think?
It's like you either have a Kel-Tec or that knife.
I would literally take anything over a Kel-Tec.
See, there you go. See, that's how you justify the prices. You're like, well, I could get a Kel-Tec for that money, or a good
I would
knife.
rather have 2 high points.
So yeah.
10 millimeters?
What?
In 10 millimeters though?
No, I'd rather have 2 C9s
I could kind of understand that.
than a
Couple
Kel-Tec.
Glock 40s?
Yeah, a couple of them Glock Fortes, than a Kel-Tec for sure.
I'd rather have a brick than a Kel-Tec.
Yeah, at least. Well, I mean, a Kel-Tec's pretty heavy. You could throw it.
Yeah, but you see, the Kel-Tec's made of like recycled plastic bottles,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
probably would just break. Like if you leave it out in the sun too long, it actually starts to biodegrade down.
I wonder. All right, so what do you guys do as far as pocket knives? Let's dive into that. So I'm down for the Microtech. What's if you could have any knife, Dave, what would you have? Don't make it weird.
I don't know. Actually, auto opening knives are just one of the, the ones I would just love to have. But darn well in California we can't have them.
Right? Absolutely, we cannot have them
outside of our house.
Right. It's better to just not.
Did not even mention you have them. But auto open knives, especially out the front, Microtech. Honestly, yes, they can really set you off. But you know what? A lot of the new knives that Kershaw's been coming out with look really nice and everything. It's kind of the one that I'm certainly currently trying to break in and everything because it's the what I forgot what they call their assisted design, but I've been sitting here trying to. There's a little bit of a stiffer spring in it, I guess. Been trying to work on it and everything. Sit there and play with it as much as possible before I shoot my eye out.
Are you talking about them little pokey Kershaws?
Yeah.
Oh, those things look so cool, dude.
Yeah, let me see if I can turn my camera on and actually show it real quick.
Make sure you got pants on though. This is a family show.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
That looks awesome.
That is a nice knife.
Oh, you guys can see it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's actually really, it's It goes out really easy, just a little bit tougher than the rest of their assisted ones, though.
It looks cool. So that's you wouldn't get a Microtech because you got that?
No, this thing cost me, I think it was like $55 or something like that. That's the reason why I got it
Right.
versus
Yeah,
$300.
those Microtechs are a little crazy. You know they have a California legal one that's like the XUX.
It can't be over 2 inches longer. Actually, it can't even be 2 inches long. It's got to be 1.9.
Yeah, there's that one they have. It's like a UTX 75, UTX 85, something like that. It's a California legal, but it's tiny. It's like weird.
No, a lot of people are used to dealing with something so small. Give them a break.
True. That's very true. It's like it's like a toddler's knife. I guess you get it for your toddler. All right.
Hey, they're never too early.
Oh, sorry, Slim. Go ahead, Slim. Go ahead.
I just said they're never too early to have their first pocket knife.
No,
Exactly.
never too early. All right, Frankie. What about you? What's your the dream knife?
I really don't know too much about knives. I did see a lot of cool stuff at the NRA show. I saw one blade that looked like a raptor kind of claw, but here's where things get tricky for me. Ohio has some really weird laws when it comes to blades and knives. You really can't have them now because I'll consider them a weapon. If they're a tool, you can have them, but then you have to go through the having to explain or convince a cop or so forth that it is a tool and not a weapon. This CCW thing that most people have is concealed weapon. Ohio doesn't have that. We have a concealed handgun license, a CHL, so that doesn't extend to blades.
So if you have a pistol concealed weapons permit, you can't like conceal a knife still?
Correct. Because it's not a concealed weapons license. It's a concealed handgun license, CHL. It only covers a pistol.
That's interesting that they're kind of particular about that.
Mm-hmm.
But knife laws definitely vary state to state. But that's kind of crazy. I would think that Ohio would be, like decent.
Yeah. Ohio was really nice with some of the laws, but then you get to some laws that you're just like, huh? You're
Yeah.
gonna say, what about that? That makes like 0 sense. Now, to add into that factor, I'm still kind of ignorant, I guess is the word, when it comes to all of these different brands of blades. I just see stuff that I like. There's something, I think it's called like an open knife or something, where it opens from the front. So when it extends out, it doesn't cross your hand to accidentally cut yourself. I don't know what
and
that.
out the front?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I'd like to have one of those. Be less scary for me, I think, because I feel like if I'm gonna hurt myself with something, it's gonna be a blade. Definitely.
Yeah, knives are very, very crazy. I also
saw a really cool one.
Go ahead.
Huh? I saw a really cool one at the NRA show, but it was like $130, and I don't know if it was worth that or not. I'll have to dig in my pictures to find which one it is. And then there was, like I said, the raptor-looking claw. This guy wanted to sell 2 of them for $60 to us, but I didn't really go for it. I wish I did at this point, but I don't know.
Was that NRA?
Yeah.
You guys went to Smoky Mountain too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, tell us about that. That's always, for people who have not been, it's always I think everyone should go there.
Smoky Mountains? Yeah.
Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
Yeah, it's a huge store. Okay, you're thinking of a big store. Think bigger. This thing has 3 levels. maybe even 4. They have pretty much every kind of gadget you can think of, and they got all kinds of different knives, blades, swords, sights, wooden swords. It's crazy in there. I saw this really stupid action figure of Donald Trump where he you would hug it apparently and it would make a sound. I don't remember what it would say, but there's all kinds of little toys in there. Cars, little collectible looking trucks. That store is wild. They got this whole layout filled with different patches of like police force thing.
Yeah, that's my favorite part, like the giant patch area.
Yeah. And then they got like just all kinds of stuffed animals for the kiddies, and it's just the most craziest. You go in there, you're like, I don't know which direction to go, but I guess I'm gonna go this way.
It's like you gotta go there like several days to see everything.
Yes.
Sounds like Walmart for cool people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, it's super cool. If you're ever in the Tennessee area, I definitely recommend going to Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
I will. That sounds awesome. Sounds
Yeah.
like my kind of place.
It's super awesome. Oh, what's this? Oh, Vata Tactical. Is that your...
That's my shiv. I just found it. I thought I left it at work.
That's pretty cool.
That tip is sharp as shit too.
Just carry that around.
Goes in my shirt pocket just like a normal pin. Nobody knows the difference.
Well, now everyone's going to know because pretty much everyone in the world is watching this show right now, so they're all going to know.
Everybody.
Everybody's going to be like, I need that pen.
Yeah, everyone's going to know.
Yeah, we'll go to vatotactical.com and it'll cost you $15. I was actually amazed at the price. That is ridiculous for epoxy and plastic.
I feel like you could maybe make one if you just took a pen.
There's some Sharpie versions too, like that I've seen.
Yes.
They got like a pointy ass spike on the end, like under the Sharpie cap. It's like a crazy stabby point.
Yeah, there's some with like that are metal filled and some that are just plastic.
Let me show you guys this real quick.
And I can just imagine
Can you see that?
I used to have one of those.
Oh, nice.
That's stabby.
Yeah, that
That
would hurt.
definitely looks dangerous.
Yeah, killer pen. I used to have this tech friend that would give me a hard time about the fact that I had a killer pen at work.
I mean, you kind of need, like, so you're in like an office environment.
Yeah.
So you can't really, you can't be all tactical out. So you need that clandestine tactical stuff.
Well, I'm in an office environment all the time too, and just there's only so much you can do with sitting at a computer. There's only so much you can carry.
Yep.
So it's good to have at least something, but rather than, a stapler that you throw and then you get sad about because that was your stapler.
Wait a minute.
Especially since my back's towards the front door all day long.
What were you saying, Frankie?
You guys get a stapler? How fancy.
Right? And it's a what do you call it, swing line.
The only thing I have to throw is my tower or my monitors.
Now, is that an assault stapler?
It is high capacity, yes. It does hold
More
100
than
staples at a
10
time.
staples.
So it's a fully semi-automatic stapler then?
Fast as I can pull the trigger.
You train with that stapler or you just own it?
I just train with it. I have to rent it from my office. It requires a special license to actually carry.
Right. Safety license. All right, so I guess that's knives. Do we feel like we solved pocket knives? Should we add anything?
I like the Swiss knives, like the Swiss Army knives.
Swiss Army knife, like a standard sack.
Yeah, like if I could have one, some of the little bit bigger Swiss Army knives that have like everything, including a kitchen sink, they're pretty cool.
Like that giant one. That like
Well,
big.
that's just crazy. Like I wouldn't. I guess I wouldn't know what you would do with that thing.
I always wanted like a real Swiss Army knife. But like, so every time I've almost gotten a Swiss Army knife, it's been foiled. So I just felt like I'm not meant to have one, even though I really wanted one.
Well, the problem with Swiss Army knives is because I mean I've had a Walmart one that's got like 3 things on it, but you start looking on their website at them, and you're like, oh well, this one's got this, this, and this, and there's always a model that's like only like $5 or $10 more, but it's got like another 2 things, and before you know it, you're looking at like a $400 Swiss knife that's like 4 inches across and has.
I just get mad that I always lose my toothpick.
Can't you buy like new toothpicks and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta pay for shipping.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I always, yeah, I don't know. I always wanted one. I never got one. Maybe I should get one now, but it's probably just like not meant to be.
Well, the thing is if you carry it, like the scales on the side, they're real nice, the red ones. But if you carry it, they usually get beat up and wore down. Then you got to replace them. Otherwise, it looks like hell.
They have like an orange one now, like a metal body with like orange on it. That's pretty good. I was pretty into that.
Their blades are razor sharp because I used to carry a real small one on my keychain, and it'll cut through cardboard and everything. The blade was only like an inch long, and it was like a 1/4 inch thick, but it'll cut through anything.
Do you no longer carry it?
No, I now on my keys I carry a real small buck knife, about an inch long blade, but it's just you can open it one handed, and it's just a small little buck I carry, and then I carry my Gerber Covert Fast assisted opening as like a primary knife.
You didn't mention your knife in your EDC.
Oh, I thought I did.
So I feel like you're lying about it now.
Oh, sorry.
You're just
Usually my key. See, the buck knife is always on my keys, so I'm so used to having it that I forget I have it. And that's bad because people ask, hey, you got a knife? And I've forgotten that, hey, I've got that little buck knife on my keys. And I don't always carry the bigger knife because I've got that one.
That's what I do with my Leatherman whatever that I carry on my keys. Sometimes I forget and I'll be like, oh, I need a knife. Where's the knife? Where's the knife? And then I remember like, oh shit, I got one.
Yeah, like that.
I mean, it's not very big, but like, I can open a box with it or stab something small.
And that's the thing is like, in reality, that's why I like the Swiss, because 95% of the time you're using your knife to open a box or a letter or cut a zip tie or something like that, and not anything tactical. So you really just need like a small blade.
Just a little poker.
Yeah, just just something with a tip.
Just a tip.
You beat me to it, just a tip.
All right, well, we definitely solved pocket knives now. We got like 9 minutes left, so we'll run through the room and let everyone plug their shazzle. We'll start with Dave. Dave, any plugs, any wishes, any shout outs?
No plugs. I'm tired of actually plugging my Instagram that actually, people still, there's only 4 people that actually done it right.
I'm definitely going to win that contest.
Yeah, you got a 1 in 4 chance of winning your stuff back.
Hell yeah.
And other than that, I'm done plugging it. So I'll do a couple more posts, but yeah. Oh look, I got Frankie just followed me.
You got what?
Frankie just followed me.
Oh, that was nice of her.
She must be a sweet girl, this person.
Yeah, making you feel not left out. All right, well, I think you forgot to say buy things from alananchor.com, but I heard it in the background, so.
I did. It's the only website that I actually promote on my Instagram. Come on, at least one of these days I'll get like a you know,
An orange
I'll get a
patch?
blown out 10% code to put on there too.
Oh yeah, maybe we should do that. Like a plus 2%.
Yeah, plus 2% will work.
Plus 2%, so you get like a kickback on it.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, so Slim, what do you got? You got any videos coming up? You got anything going on?
I was about to say, I keep hearing about plugging out on Anchor. I know a website much better now on Anchor, and that's porkypiggin.com.
Oh, PorkyPiggin.
That's a much better website. You should definitely go there instead.
Yeah.
But
I hear they're competitors of Allen Anchor. So if you're not into Allen Anchor, you can buy things from porkypiggin.com, and it supports porkypiggin.com.
But I'm working on a couple more reviews I got to put out. You can check me out. I'm pretty much on all the really good streaming sites out there right now, so it's pretty easy to find me. And I do have an Instagram, but that's about it.
Awesome. And you have a new series started, Reloading in Small Spaces.
Yep, I have
So,
that. First video on that's out.
Yep. So that's a pretty good series. Everyone should check that out. And, leave them some feedback on that. All right, Frankie, what do you got for us?
I got an Instagram I have up, putting up random pictures of the day that just entertains me and I think will entertain everybody else. I have a YouTube channel. I'm going to be starting a new series of reviewing books as soon as I can, stop recording and deleting my recordings. That'll get put up eventually. And then I'll have some more reviews on something else that I got that I mentioned earlier in the show. So just keep an eye out. You can catch me out on gun channels, shows, and hangouts, and I'm sure you'll be able to find me around somewhere.
All right, so find Frankie on the YouTubes and the Instagrams and anywhere else. And as for me, buy things from allenanchor.com. And join us next week, or not next week, but the week after. Have a couple kind of cool shows lined up. I'm going to finalize details on one and see if I can get a pretty good friend of mine on here to talk to us about what he does, which I think you guys will all dig. And so catch us on gun channels first and foremost, that stupid website called YouTube, and we're also on Instagram. And so catch you guys in 2 weeks.